Hello, very good afternoon to all the dear students of class 9th and class 10th, CBSE and state. Together, welcome back once again to the English grammar session, day 17. Day 16 was all on B forms, what we have studied, dear friends. And now we are going to focus on day 17. And today's grammar session will cover one more basic fundamental where you need to understand and you need to remember throughout your life. Now, what is that? What is that fundamental concept which I am going to highlight today? Hope you all are looking at the board. Now, if you see the board, it's all about the pronoun and kinds of pronouns. Yes, since we have already dealt pronoun in parts of speeches, right? Pronoun is what is pronoun? According to the definition, a pronoun is a word which is used instead of noun. Okay, wherever nouns are there, we can substitute pronouns while writing a paragraph or speaking. Okay, now further, the pronouns are classified according to the grammarians. There are some set of classifications according to the grammarians on pronouns. Okay, now today's topic is going to basically cover on it, and subsequently while I am explaining, I request all the students to make a note of the explanations, or you can play this video as many times as possible to make a notes and get clarity on this particular topic. Now, pronouns and its kinds. If you see the left portion of the board, we have partitioned the board here like this. If you see the board, yes, there are 5 basic pronouns. You could observe there are 5 basic pronouns. The first of its kind is personal pronoun. Personal pronoun. Second is reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronouns are used in our English language. Third is emphatic pronouns. Emphatic. Emphatic. E-M-P-H-A-T-I-C. Emphatic pronouns. And fourth is demonstrative pronouns. The fourth one is demonstrative pronouns. And fifth one is distributive pronouns. Now basically there are 5 of them, and there is one more pronoun called indefinite pronoun. Another set of pronouns we have indefinite pronouns, which in the due course of my explanation I am going to give you that also. So now we have understood the pronouns are the words which are substituted in place of nouns, or pronoun is a word which is used instead of a noun. Instead of noun. Now noun is, all nouns are naming words. No, all nouns are naming words. Name of a person, name of a place, name of a thing, name of an object. Okay, all the naming words are nouns. Now when naming words are there, instead of them, what can be used? We can replace them with pronoun. We can replace them with pronoun words. Okay, set of pronoun words. Now the first pronoun word is personal pronoun. It is very simple. It is self-expressive. Personal pronouns are all those pronouns like I, we, you, he and she, it, okay, and they. These are basically the personal compound pronouns. They are also called I, we, you, he, she, it, and they normally. Okay, they are the personal pronouns. Now reflexive pronouns, that is the first set of pronouns. Okay, this is not a difficult class, my dear friends, very easy to understand. Please concentrate while you are playing my video. Okay, now reflexive pronoun, the second of its kind is reflexive pronoun. What exactly is reflexive pronoun? Reflection. Okay, it is reflection. Now easy to identify the reflexive pronouns are nothing but where you will find the usage of the word self. In reflexive pronouns there is the usage of the word self. Okay, now reflexive pronouns, if you see down this portion of the board, if you see down, for example, for I, okay, I did the work. For example, I am using a sentence like this: I did the work myself. I myself. I did the work myself. Okay? You can do it yourself. I and myself. So myself is a reflexive pronoun. I just now told you, like all the words which end up with self, okay, with self, right, it is reflexive pronoun. If there is a usage of self, right, beside the personal pronoun, then it is nothing but reflexive pronoun. It becomes a reflexive pronoun. So I, myself, I did the work myself. You can do it yourself. You can do it yourself. You and yourself. Okay? For you, yourself. This is reflexive pronoun in a sentence, when you use a sentence. Now, he, himself. He went on doing all those works for himself. Okay? He has completed all the tasks by himself. I am using the example sentences. I am saying the example sentences. He has completed all the tasks given by the teacher himself. Okay? He has done all the tasks given by the teacher himself. So, he is normally a personal pronoun. Himself is the reflexive pronoun. Now, look at the next one. She, herself. She has drawn the picture beautifully herself. She has drawn the picture, okay, beautifully herself. So, she and herself. Okay? For I, it is myself. For you, it is yourself. For he, himself. And for she, herself. And for, what about the objects? What about the objects? Yes, the wind has blown itself. The wind has moved the branch of a tree itself. For example, the wind has moved the branches of tree itself. So for the and it is itself. I repeat again, for the and it is itself. Okay? So I, myself, you, yourself, he, himself, she, herself, and the and it itself. The and it itself. You can build up sentences based on this, or else I'll give you some assignment where you need to identify where is the personal pronoun and where is the reflexive pronoun. What are the reflexive pronouns of them? Okay? Now, this is the first part of our today's session. Let's move on to the third. What is third one is emphatic pronouns. Now, if you see emphatic pronouns, especially emphatic pronouns are those where the occurrence of a personal and the reflexive pronouns are just beside each other. If you take a sentence, the personal pronoun, right, the personal pronoun is followed by immediately a reflexive pronoun. So most of the sentences, if a sentence falls like that, okay, if the pronouns occur like that, it falls under emphatic pronouns. Cite on the examples written on the board. I have taken few examples and I have written it on the board. Please look at the board, dear students. Now, I myself, see here, I myself saw him doing. I saw him doing the work. I saw him doing the work. So, I myself is an emphatic pronoun. I myself, if in a sentence, if like this, if the sentence falls, like this the pronouns falls, then they are called emphatic pronouns. I am repeating again and again. In a sentence, beside a personal pronoun, if reflexive pronouns fall, then they fall under the category of emphatic pronouns. I myself saw him doing. Then he himself said so. He himself said so that he can do it. He himself said so. He is quite confident in telling that he can manage that work doing himself. So, he himself said so. Then, third sentence, if you observe, dear students, the third sentence, if you observe, she herself did it. Okay? It was not done by anybody else. She herself. The occurrence of she, occurrence of herself. Occurrence of he and himself. preceded immediately after personal pronoun. That is nothing but emphatic pronoun. Now next, they themselves. They themselves. Now this is plural, themselves. If you see, it is not taking the spelling of S-E-L-F. It is taking themselves. S-E-L-V-S. The themselves. They themselves admitted him. They themselves admitted him. Maybe in the hospital or maybe in the college, they have admitted him. They themselves admitted him. Okay? Look at the next sentence, last sentence. You yourself can explain. You yourself can explain. You yourself can explain. In all these examples, the reflexive pronoun is immediately followed after the personal pronoun. In all these examples, the reflexive pronouns are followed immediately after the personal pronouns. So they are mostly called to be emphatic pronouns. They are called emphatic pronouns. Let us come to the fourth one. Dear students, fourth one is again very much useful in our sentences. Very much we are used to. Okay, what is it? It is called demonstrative pronouns. It is called demonstrative pronouns. What are those? There are four. This is a word which is used to refer to a singular which is near. Please concentrate on board, my dear friends. This is a word which is used to refer the singular nouns and which are nearby. This. That. If I say this is a bench, this is a book, this is a duster. Okay, this is a duster, this is a book, and this is a box. This is a box. This is a bench. This is a table. Now this is something which refers to a singular, those objects which are nearby. That is a demonstrative pronoun which used normally to refer to those objects which are far off, That is a tree, that is a door, that is a wall. Okay, this and that, but both of them are referred to singular objects. I can't say these benches are good. No, it's wrong, it's error, incorrect. These benches. When I say, it should not be this, it should be these benches. Okay, these benches. I can't say that boys. No, I can't say that trees. That is different. Okay, so that is something which is referred to singulars, mostly singulars. Okay, sentence. Demonstrative pronoun. Now the plural of this is these. As I told you, these are the fruits, these are the bunches, these are the books. Okay, these are the these are the pencils, right? These something which are referred to plural objects, plural form. This is referred to singular, and these plural. These refers to plural objects, plural noun. Okay, now these are which are nearer. Normally these books are fine, these clothes are good. Okay, these tables are okay. Okay, like that. Now the objects which are nearby in plural form we can refer with these. And those, the word those is something which is related, refer to those objects plural and far off. Okay, those books were being carried. Okay, those benches have been changed. Those boys were playing outside. Okay, those boys were playing outside. Now this is called a demonstrative pronoun. This set of words are called to be demonstrative pronouns. Now the next one is indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronoun, in the word itself it is understood. Indefinite, it is not definite, it is someone. Okay, it is someone. That's the reason. What are the words which are used? Which words fall under indefinite? We can say one. One has to go out today. One will be deleted today. One will be withdrawn today. So one. Who is that one? Indefinite. There is no definite. There is no definite identification. So when the object is unknown, when the noun is unknown, it is nothing but called indefinite pronoun or indefinite thing. So one, none. The words like one, none, none of them have done this work. The teacher had given the work, but none of them have done. Okay, none of them have done. Not a single student has done. Okay, not a single student has done. That is none. And this is some. Some went out to play, some left, some are not there, some withdrawn. Okay, some, S-O-M-E, some. I'm not saying S-U-M, some. It is S-O-M-E, some. So some went out of the class. Some had played. Some had gone out. Okay, some. And this is many. Many. The words like one, none, some, many. Many is also indefinite pronoun. Okay. Along with it, somebody, somebody, nobody, and any, anybody or any of them. Please come fast. Any one of you can come and stand. Any one of you can pick up. Okay. So these are the set of words which fall under indefinite pronouns. Let me repeat again. One, O-N-E, one, then none, then some, then many, then somebody, and then nobody, and any or anybody. All these falls under indefinite pronouns. Dear students, the last, let us come to distributive pronoun, which is there, the fifth one, distributive pronoun. Now what are these distributive pronouns? Distributive pronouns, among the couple of pronouns, you are identifying one. Distributive pronoun is nothing but something which can be related like this. Each took it in turn. Each person took it in turn, one by one. What is the meaning of this phrase? Each person took it in their turn, one by one, one after the other, one after the other. Each took it in turn. Each took it in turn. That is the meaning. Each is something which is called distributive pronoun. Now the other one is either. Either of you can go. Among two, either of you can go. Either of you. Right? Some of them pronounce this word as either. Okay? It is either acceptable. Either is the correct pronunciation part. Either or neither nor. It's not neither nor. It's not neither nor. It is neither nor, either or. So either I'm not using as a what you call a conjunctive pronoun, like I'm not coordinating either or, but I'm using only either here. Okay, either of you can go. Either of you can go. Neither of them did. What is the sense of this sentence? Neither of them did. Neither. Either of you can go. That means anyone can go. Out of two, or out of three, out of five, whatever it may be, either of them can go. Okay? Either of them can go. Right? Now this is neither. Neither of them did. Neither means no one has done. Neither of them did. The work was assigned, but neither of them did. Okay? Neither of them did. This is in the positive, this is the negative form. Neither of them did. Next, each of the boys. We can say each took it in turn. Each of the boys gets a prize. Each of the boys gets a prize. Here, because each, I'm taking it singular, then the verb should be with yes form, that is gets. Gets. If the subject here is not singular, if it's plural, then this would become get. This becomes get. This would become get. But here it is gets because it is each. So you have understood the kinds of pronouns. The first one is personal pronoun, which I have written it here on the board. Hope you are noting down each of these points. The second, reflexive pronouns, all those pronouns which end up with self. We end up with the spelling of the word self, S-E-L-F, self. Right? Next, coming to emphatic pronouns, where there is a usage of personal pronoun and reflexive pronoun one beside each other, according to these examples. I myself, he himself, she herself, they themselves, okay, and you yourself. These are emphatic pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns are normally to signify the objects, this and that, these and those. Demonstrative pronouns. Now next is indefinite pronouns, where we are not identifying. It could be anything, indefinite. Okay, indefinite, anyone it could be. So like one, none, some, many, any, somebody, nobody, where we are not identifying. There is no identification. There is no specification mentioned here. That is indefinite pronoun. Now distributive pronoun, as I told you, the words like each, either, neither, and each of them, all these come under the category of distributive pronoun. One last pronoun we have, which I wanted to write it on the board, which I just missed out. I am just writing it on the board. Dear students, I am rubbing off this portion. You can play it as many times as possible and make notes. So I am just rubbing off this portion as of now. Now there is another last pronoun, last kind of pronoun, which is again very, very important. We normally use in our day-to-day sentences according to the situation. Now that pronoun is called relative pronoun. Relative pronoun. Okay, that pronoun is called relative pronouns. Now generally relative pronouns, I am just telling you the definition. Relative pronouns are those pronouns where the WH words are used. All the WH words are used. What are the WH words? Who, what, where, when, okay, when, why, which, all these are which, whose. These are actually WH words. They are called WH words. They are called WH words. Hope you are understanding. Now, I am not saying WH words are all relative pronouns, but the words, all these WH words, which are 8 in number again. WH words who, what, where, when, why, which, whose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Other one is whom. Other one is whom. Okay. Now if you look at the sentence, now these are all 8 in number, the relative pronouns. Now if you take some sentence, okay, he was the person who saw me, for example. If you look at this sentence, my dear friends, he was the person who saw me. What is it? Now in this sentence you are seeing, he was the person who saw me. Okay, right? Now second sentence. Now the usage of who is used to indicate some noun in the sentence. WHO, who, not only generally WH words are for questioning. WH words are for questioning, like who are you, what are you doing, where are you going, why are you sleeping. So they are for questioning. But whereas these words, if the same WH words I am using it in a sentence to signify a noun, please try to understand, I am repeating again. If the WH words are used in a sentence to identify a noun, to signify a noun, then it is used as a relative pronoun. It is used as a relative pronoun. For example, this was the book which I lost. That means, what is the meaning of the sentence? This was the book which I lost. So I am using which here, referring to the book which I lost. Okay? It is identifying a noun in the sentence. It's identifying a noun in the sentence. Okay? Right? Third, she was the person whom I met. She was the person whom I met. So if you observe all these three sentences, My dear students, if you observe all these three sentences, I'm using the WH words who as a relative pronoun here, which I'm using it as a relative pronoun here, and whom I'm using it as a relative pronoun here. Okay, I'm using it as a relative pronoun, and that also can be used as a relative pronoun. Okay, right, that also can be used as a relative pronoun. So hope you have understood this session. It's very simple just to remember, and which we have been using in most of the English medium students and Telugu medium students, whoever are good at English, whoever have got good command over a language. Normally we make use of these words in our day-to-day life in verbal form and non-verbal form, verbal form and written form. Okay, verbal form is something which is where we speak, we use like this, and when we write, okay, in the written form also, in spoken English we use, as well as in written form we use like this. Okay, so hope you have understood this day 17 session, right? So with this, dear students, I close my session focusing on pronoun and the kinds of pronouns with various examples we have studied.